Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had the sound of drums. Returning back to the present, the Doctor, Captain Jack Harkness, and Martha realized that the Master had not taken control, but he had taken the disguise of Harold Saxon, become the Prime Minister of Britain, decided to hold a fake first contact with these things called the Toplafane, age the Doctor to be 100 years older in his current Tennant form, kidnapped and arrested the Jones family, seriously injured Jack, sent Torchwood to the Himalayas so they wouldn't be able to help, and basically just unleashed hell. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's stick to this episode and previous episodes of both Doctor Who and Torchwood that I've reacted to. And in terms of classic Doctor Who spoilers, they are okay, but I'd rather you be very, very vague about them. And we had a crazy episode last time, so I'm really just excited to get into the next one. So without any further ado, let's get right into this episode, the Series 3 finale of Doctor Who. Here we go. 1 year later? What? Don't give me your Rose crap. Who's this dude? Wait, has it seriously been a year?
The new Time Lord Empire. It's good, isn't it? Isn't it good? Anything?
What?
No? Anything?
So it just is a year later?
Your heart. Morning, tits. Smell that sea air.
Oh, hey, Jack.
Going on for good old British fish and chips.
He can't age, so he's
Cold mash Swede.
just been stuck there for a year, huh?
1,000 rockets getting ready for war.
Jeez.
The rest of the universe.
The Master wants to go to war with the universe?
You've been in space.
Problem with that?
You'll be so busy.
Does she still have the key?
They didn't see you.
How do you think I travelled the world?
The perception filter.
Archangel, that mobile phone network?
No, what about you?
There used to be someone.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
That is sad.
Yes.
Whoa! This is what happens at 3 o'clock? Just blowing it to Kingdom Come?
Isomorphic controls.
Ah!
Which means
Dick.
they only work for me.
So in this whole year, what happened to Torchwood?
If it showed, what if I suspend your capacity to regenerate?
Ah, crap. You could just do that?
100 years of your life.
How can he suspend his regeneration?
Doctor.
What does he look like now? Oh no.
I'm doing it for them. You should be grateful. After all, you love them. So very, very much.
They're Time Lords, aren't they?
Magnetic clamp. Who are you?
The skies are made of diamonds.
Huh?
Can't be him.
The skies are made of diamonds.
We share each other's memories.
No.
To utopia.
No!
What's it talking about?
They're humans.
In the
A
future.
race from the future.
They're not Time Lords, they're humans!
I took Lucy to you.
We're the same species. Why do you kill so many of us?
Because it's fun.
Because they're all psychopaths. All under the influence of the Master.
Human race.
Got no choice.
You might
Yeah.
be many things, but you don't look like a killer to me.
Rose would do it. I hate to bring that up, but Rose would fucking kill him. Give it to Jack. Jack will kill him.
Access priority 1.
Oh.
This is Professor Alison Doherty.
State your intent.
Snitch.
I know him. I love him.
Poor Martha.
And I know what he can do.
This is a lot more than Rose ever had to do.
And now, good companion, your work is done.
Oh, not Tom. They never got the brother. That's interesting.
Come on. Did you really believe that?
What do you mean?
As if I would ask her to kill. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
That's a good point that I didn't think of.
Where I was. About her son. That's why I came to find you. Know your enemy.
Know the enemy.
The guns as you get. But with 15 satellites.
It's gonna overload the satellites.
Big field. Binding the whole human race together with all of them. Every single person on Earth thinking the same thing at the same time. And that word is Doctor.
Doctor. Whoa. Yeah. The entire universe, or the world, giving him his power back. Ah, yes!
I've had a whole year to tune myself into the psychic network and integrate with its matrices.
Oh, that's why it's a year later.
Tell me the human race is degenerate now.
Oh god, he's gone Super Saiyan.
When they can do this.
Again.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
I'm so sorry.
That ain't happening.
Then I'll kill them.
Ooh. You don't need no time vortex.
You can't do this. You can't do it. I forgive you.
Ooh. Oh. I mean, Jack will be able to survive.
They ever get slaughtered? Yeah. Happens to me a lot.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Explode those ships, you kill yourself.
Yeah, he won't do it.
You could never do.
He can't commit suicide. They're gone. Without the machine, there's a full paradox now.
Time is reversing.
Are we going back the full year? Moon! Whoa! Did we go back we went back the full year. Everything's back to normal. Oh, thank God.
Just after the president was killed, but just before the spheres arrived.
Aw,
Back to normal.
poor president.
Oh, hello. You must be Mr. Jones. We haven't actually met. Whoa, big fella. Mr. Party. Cops. So, what do we do with this one?
Jack, you really need a shower.
No. Now I've got someone to care for.
Damn, Lucy.
I guess you don't know me so well. I refuse.
Regenerate. Just regenerate.
He's not gonna regenerate.
Please, just regenerate. Come on. I'll spend the rest of my life imprisoned with you.
Damn.
You've got to. There's no one else.
He doesn't want to give anyone up.
Regenerate! How about that? I win.
You son of a bitch. Damn, he's just dead. He's burning the body. Man, this is actually sad.
Sir? Ma'am?
Yeah, back to Torchwood for you.
The face of Bo, they called me.
God damn it.
Can't be.
Definitely not, no.
No. But... What? God, that makes sense, though. Yeah, you like him now?
I just can't.
We're losing Martha?
These years training to be a doctor, now I've got people to look after. They saw half the planet slaughtered and they're devastated. I can't leave them.
Of course not.
Yeah. Man, I don't want to lose Martha.
She did. She completely adored him, spent all day long talking about him.
Is this going anywhere?
Keep that. Because I'm not having you disappear. If that rings, when that rings, you better come running, got it?
Got it.
Alright, so she can come back in the future, but...
I'll see you again, mister.
Doctor. Alright, Doc. Where are you heading next? Huh? Oh no! Alright, what's the cliffhanger this time?
What?
God damn it. Titanic. Don't.
What?
What? Dang it. Voyage of the Damned. That's a friggin' name right there. Holy crap. Alright. That was Series 3 of Doctor Who. God damn it, the Titanic! How did the Titanic crash? Oh god, don't tell me he's the friggin' iceberg. Son of a bitch. Oh my gosh. He's the friggin' iceberg, isn't he? Although, the TARDIS seemed to have taken more damage than the Titanic. God damn it. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 notes this time around. Which, hey, that works because this is episode 13 of Series 3. Cool. Alright. Let's talk about some stuff. Alright, so we had the whole 1 year later thing. This is kind of like... It's kind of like that episode of Voyager. I know I keep bringing up Star Trek and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is like that Star Trek episode, but it is. There was a two-parter in Voyager called The Year of Hell, where basically they went through this, well, year of hell, and it was just horrible. Everyone died. Voyager was just falling apart, and at the end, they found what was, like, doing all this, hit it, and it took them, like, back in time to before that happened, and then it just didn't happen. Kind of like that, although a lot different. So, I was kind of concerned that we were gonna stick with the year. But I kept thinking to myself, no, there's no way we can stick with the whole, a year of hell, basically. And I was like, nah, that can't happen. And sure enough, it didn't, but... Because I thought, okay, that'd change too much, The human race would have to be rebuilding and stuff like that. It wouldn't be like our modern Earth right now. You couldn't, set it opposite to that. Torchwood would be affected, too much, so that was interesting. But that was interesting. The whole year later was interesting. And boy, did I not see that coming when it was like 1 year later, right off the bat, so... That's interesting. The Master's War. So this whole thing was the Master was going to go to war with the entire universe, which it's incredible that he had just on Earth he had that kind of sorry, there was like dust on my pop filter. It's incredible that he had like the capabilities to think that he's going to war with the entire universe. That's crazy. So there's that. Suspending the regeneration. That was also, how do you figure that out? Because, okay, I guess I'm not fully up to date on the rules of regeneration. I mean, because they haven't fully laid out. It's mostly just been like, when a Time Lord is critically damaged, then they can regenerate into a new, healthy, good body. You know, that's what happens with the Doctor. That's obviously what happened. That's what happened when the Master, as Yana, was shot, and then he regenerated into his Harold Saxon form. So there's that, which is interesting. But I didn't know that, like, somehow he knew how to suspend the Doctor's regeneration, which is pretty interesting. Like, I don't know, that just seems like, how do you do that? How do you stop this natural biological process of a Time Lord that the Doctor would go through? Because, yeah, probably. But then again, you know, how did the Master stop his own regeneration from happening? You know, and could the Doctor force a regeneration, I wonder? Like, that's interesting that he didn't even try that when he, like, got old. But then, you know, when he got way too old and he became that, you know, Gollum-looking dude, like, I don't know if he would have tried to have forced the regeneration. I would assume so. Why wouldn't you force a regeneration at that point? So, there's that. Utopia? That's friggin' sad! Holy crap! That is dark, too. Jesus Christ. Like, the fact that we saw all these hopeful people in Utopia getting ready to go to Utopia. And, you know, we kind of saw, like, when Yana became the Master and he got the thing, he was like, Utopia. He's like scoffing at it. It's like, oh crap, well, where did he send them? It's like, he sent them to become, well, he just sent them to another dark place. It wasn't Utopia. And so they fell right into his hands and he turned them into the spheres. That is the saddest thing in the world. And okay, so he said that he took Lucy to Utopia. She wasn't from Utopia, though. She's from the present day, and he took her to Utopia to see all the, you know, the people and the ruins and the spheres eventually. What is Lucy's deal? How does she factor? Was it just that she was just part of his plan? I don't know. So that was crazy. The Paradox, it was nice that we did, you know, by destroying the Paradox machine. So the Paradox machine kept the Paradox from just collapsing in on itself, basically. So it kept the universe going despite the fact that there was a paradox. You destroy that like Jack did, and the paradox goes into effect. Time goes back to just before the paradox started. So I did like that. I like that, because I was kind of thinking, like, wow, it's incredible that, like, we have these 4 chemicals and this gun that could kill a Time Lord. It's like, okay, well, how do they know this will kill a Time Lord? Where are we getting these parts? Who are we getting them from? How does the Doctor know that those parts are there? And stuff like that. But I like that that's not what they were doing at all. That was just all a setup, a 1-year-long setup to get to the Master. But it was also just sort of what they were doing while Martha was telling the story of the Doctor, which was crazy. And just giving everyone this hope of the Doctor. So, and then using that when all of them thought Doctor, it gave him his power back somehow. I'm not even sure what happened there. Like, they all thought Doctor, which went into the Archangel network, and then he got all his powers back and he became, you know, the young David Tennant Doctor again, instead of being that Gollum. So yeah, I'm not sure how that works. And then the whole thing of just I have one last thing to tell you. I forgive you. It's like, ooh, that would cut that. And I've only seen this guy in, 2 episodes and a little bit of a third episode, but I can tell that cut deep into the Master that the Doctor still forgave him. So that was crazy. Oh God, I wrote down Paradox twice. I wrote down Paradox twice on here. That's funny. The death of the Master, that was also interesting, because I was kind of thinking, like, when the Doctor said, like, oh, well, I'll just keep him in the TARDIS for all eternity. It's like, yeesh, that's gonna suck. But then I thought, earlier in this season, like, he, captured the Carrier Knights in the Shakespeare Code. He captured them into, like, their crystal ball. And he was like, well, I'm just going to put it on a shelf in the TARDIS, and never deal with it again, basically. It's like, they can scream all they want, but they're just going to be locked away in the TARDIS. So I kind of thought that's what he was going to do with the Master, but then freaking Lucy, who I still don't understand at all, Lucy just freaking just shoots him, and that's it. And then, yeah, because it was just a bullet. One singular bullet, which is fatal enough for a Time Lord, but then the Doctor being like, okay, well, it's fine, it's just a bullet, you can regenerate. And the Master thinking, no, this is how I win, this is how I still win. I don't give you what you want, I will just die. That's how I win. So he just refuses to regenerate. That's so crazy. And then Jack as the face of Bo. Are we sure about that? Even they didn't really believe it. I don't believe it because he can't die. That's the problem. He can't die. He hasn't aged in over 100 years. Because for him, there's a span of over 100 years between him being revived in The Parting of the Ways and the beginning of Torchwood. There's over 100 years there, and he did not age a bit. So, fast forward... No. Okay, I was gonna say fast forward 5 billion years and he's the face of Bo, but whoa. Hold on. Because the face of Bo was referenced in the long game when they were at Satellite 5 in the year 200,000. So just like in the span of 200,000 years, that's how long Jack does actually become the face of Bo. What happened to the rest of his body? Why is he a face? Why doesn't he call himself Jack? I don't know. I'm not sure if I fully believe that Jack really is the face of Bo, or if that's just a coincidence. Like a time coincidence. Obviously, they threw that in there to make you think, like, is he really the face of Bo? I don't know. That might be... I don't know. I don't fully believe it because it's like... I don't know. It's like I don't fully believe it, but on the other hand, it is pretty damning that he could be the face of Bo. So, yeah. And then Martha... Poor Martha. And it sucks that we have to see her leave. We're losing another companion already. But... they left on good terms. She has a purpose in leaving, and they're not separated by universes like Rose. That's the thing, is that with Rose, it's just sad. With Martha, it's like, no, this was her choice, so it works. And it sucks. I'm gonna miss Martha. I really did like her, but yeah. And then the last thing I wrote down was the ring, because someone got a ring or something from the burning fire of the Master's body, some woman, because it looked like a woman, or at least a woman's hand. It looked like a woman's hand got this ring and took it, and it's like, what's the ring? Who's that? Who? What? Huh? What? The Master had a ring? When was this? So that'll be interesting to see if that comes up again. But yeah, that's basically it. Overall, this was a really great 3-part finale. I like that it was 3 parts. Even though technically the first part was more setup and we didn't even get the Master until like the last 5 minutes of the story. But yeah, but I really did like this, and man, that was crazy. I really liked the Master. Now, is he gone for good? I'd probably say so. Because, you know, in series 1, we got the last of the Daleks, and then there were more Daleks, and then they died, and then we got more Daleks, and then they died, and now we have one Dalek again. It's like, the Daleks are never going to go away. The Cybermen are never going to go away completely. The Master, I could see this as an end to the character. Now, granted, I don't know anything about the Master in classic Doctor Who, so I don't know. Maybe he'll come back, maybe not, but I could see this with how big this was. I could see this as an end to the character. And honestly, it just makes me more excited to watch him in Classic Who someday. So yeah, that's basically all I got for notes. Great episode, great series, really enjoyed Series 3, and it'll be interesting to see where we go from here in Series 4. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time for the Christmas special Voyage of the Damned. Won't that be fun? So yeah, see you guys then. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to rewatch my Series 3 reactions of Doctor Who, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, you can support me on Patreon, and you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.